you is if you have ambition to be great. My job is to coach you to get all that greatness out of you.
Let's fucking go, baby. Is that aggressive enough for everyone? Is that aggressive enough for everyone? I'll show you aggressiveness. The watch mister coming out and being aggressive off the rip with the $100 bomb. Starting this off right. 2 comments. Take back all my green here. And 2, let's fucking go, baby. Let's go right now. Let's go. What a past. We haven't even hit 24 hours since Armstead was signed. Good God almighty. Geez, the last 12 hours alone as a Dolphins, the last 16 hours, I would say, have been crazy as Dolphin fans. They are going in on this, and you gotta like it. Roy coming through with the $50 bomb. Guys, you checking? How's your pulse? How's your pulse right now? Mine's off the charts. El Reezy with the $20 donation. Guys, I got so hyped. StreamYard said, get out of here, bro. I got so hyped. StreamYard said, get off the screen, son. But I wanted to say this. Listen, I got to take one on the chin here a little bit. And what I got to take on the chin is I told all of you guys that I heard that they were exploring the trade market, right? And the names that I conveyed you guys were McLaurin, were A.J. Brown, and who's the other one that I told you guys? Oh, Debo, obviously, right? And I got to give credit out to the homie Maurice on Twitter. He put it out there that we were in on Tyreek, and I dismissed it. You know, I heard Tyreek's name a few weeks ago, and I totally dismissed it. And I got to give props to the homie Maurice because he nailed that one. And, Tyreek Hill's name was actually given to me in that group of receivers, and I just dismissed it because of how much money he's going to cost. Boy, was I wrong. So I got to apologize to all of my viewers, all of my subscribers, all of my patrons. I should have taken that one a little bit more seriously, huh? Live and learn. I ain't taking credit for it. I'm giving full credit to Maurice. But damn. I mean, I did say they were, from what I understood, they were looking for a receiver that still had a year or two left on. They still wanted a receiver with a year or two left. And here we are. They go out and got a receiver that, they extended him, and we'll get into that, but he still has a year left on his contract right now. All right? Like, this is absolutely huge. So I was partially right. I said they were exploring the trade market and looking for a receiver that still had a year left on the contract. I didn't do my job, and I didn't give you guys the name by someone I was told, and that's just because, I'm sorry, it wasn't, I don't know who people, that's just it. So, man, but here's the point. Here's the fact of the matter. It got done. Who cares? Who cares? Yeah, he got a new contract. He got an extension. He still has a year left, right? So who cares who's right or wrong about this? The fact of the matter is we got him. Holy. Evan, yesterday, who you remember, was at Disney when we signed Armstead. Now he's walking around Hollywood Studios wearing my Fins hat, yelling, "Let's go Dolphins. Let's go, baby. Let Mickey know what the deal is. Let Mickey know what the deal is. Boys! Oh, baby, we're going to win some playoff games. I got a feeling. What this man did in 1 year One off season. We haven't even hit it. Well, the draft doesn't matter as much right now after you see the picks they gave up. But man, this team made moves. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's hop into this. I want to open it up to you guys because I know the hype is real. I know some of y'all want to get up here and let your hype loose. So you know your boy's gonna open it up for y'all to come up here. So let's hop into this, man, and let's just go through all the details here. Get the PlayStation out of the way for those of you who can't still find them out there, which is crazy to me. So let's start. Obviously, here it is. This is what set everyone off. Just a half hour ago, the Chiefs are trading 6-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins. Sources tell Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero. The return is a first-round pick and more. We know what that is now, and we'll get into it. While Hill gets a contract extension that puts him among the highest-paid receivers in the NFL. He is now the highest-paid receiver in the NFL. So let's keep it rolling. So now we had an idea of what the compensation was going to be, but now here's what the actual compensation is. Okay. The Chiefs are trading 6-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins for 5 draft picks. 5 picks. 5 picks. We got some other donos coming through here. Let me get to them quick, and then we'll keep going on here. So do they trade X now to get more draft picks? That's the question, Don. What do they do with X now? A lot of big hefty contracts starting to pile up in house now. But then again, we don't have very many big contracts on the offensive side of the football, right? So let's go. Reason this is so crazy. He adds a lot to the table. I always want to come up on the show, but I do not have the confidence yet. Hey, Salvador, just come up, bro. Don't worry, man. Just turn off your camera, right? Go ahead, just like I'm doing here. Go, you put the avatar up. You'll be fine, brother. You'll be fine. But look at the compensation they gave up. They gave up number 29 this year, number 50 this year, and one of our fourths, plus a 4th and a 6th next year. They ponied up. They got aggressive. And you know what? I ain't going to hate. You got it done. Would you find a better player at 29 than Tyreek Hill? I don't think so. Would you find a better player at 50 than Tyreek Hill? Hell to the no. You going to find a better player in the 4th round this year or 4th round next year or the 6th round next year? Hell to the no. It's a lot, but this is, you're putting your nuts on the table in a division and a conference where everyone else is. You want to bring Von Miller? All right. We're going to field a track team, so Tua don't even need 2.5 seconds to throw the football. And the key thing here was, before this broke, I told everyone that it was done. I was hearing it's done. And the reason why is, okay, first of all, the Chiefs gave him a choice. They let him choose between the Jets and the Dolphins, A. B, he lives in Miami. C, Drew Rosenhaus is his agent. So Vegas, I cannot wait for Madden this year. Let's go. So, to get an impact player who's still 28, just turned 28, to get an impact player like that, legit 4.3 speed, great route runner, you're going to have to pay a premium. Am I hating on this? No. This move needed to happen. And what this tells me is, like I was saying, they're going to take a running back on day 3 probably. But we don't need it. The receiver's position is figured out, people. The receiver position, look at this right now. Let's just talk about our top pass catchers. Let's not talk about the guys who are just going to fit in or fill roles. Okay, let's talk about our top pass catchers. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Mike Gesicki, Lynn Bowden, Devontae Parker, Preston Williams if they can both stay healthy. And Ballgame is right. There aren't any guarantees draft picks will work out. This is a proven commodity you move for. So now at 102, they're probably going to take a linebacker or a running back and then turn around with their other fourth pick. They're going to take the one they don't take probably. Let's go, baby. Are you serious with me right now? Is this real life? Am I in an alternate reality? Did I slip through a wormhole? What's happening here? Like, we got the number one free agent target on the offensive side of the ball, and then we go out and get a top 5 receiver in the game? What? Go to Velo. I'm down for Leo Chanel at 102. What? James, you said it best. Somebody pinch me. This has to be a dream. Unbelievable. Wow. Let's go. Let's go. It's about time we field a more than competent offense. Look at the speed. We are fielding. Oh my God. We are fielding a track team. Look at your 4 top receiver options right now. Tyreek. I'm talking about wide receiver now, so Gesicki's out. Tyreek, Waddle, Cedric, Bowden? Are you serious? And King Z305 just came up with the name, the Legion of Zoom. Check your pulse. Let's go. Let's go. That is a great name, by the way, I must add, to the Legion of Zoom. Let's go. Let's go. Whew. Whew. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Miami is the new home of the Legion of Zoom. Let's go. Let's go. Bro, I can't believe this is real with me right now. Shout out to Rick. Comes through. Let's go. Thanks for all you do. Reason Pineapple Fans is on me. Fins up. Yes, Rick. Rick coming through with the Pineapple Fanta. Atta boy. That's love right there. That's love right there. Okay, so let's get into it now. Obviously, we know. Shout out to Laura for becoming a new member. Appreciate that. Obviously, we know money was a factor here. And here's what it is. Exactly, Brad. Brad says, and he's right. And that's actually what I meant too. Don't forget Edmondson Mozart. Don't forget that zoom out of the backfield. Oh, bro, they're included, my friend. From the backfield to the wide receiver position, who's keeping up with us right now? They're gonna go for Alec Lidstrom. I imagine if they go linebacker and Alec Lidstrom. Watch. So the Dolphins are giving their new wide receiver Tyreek a 4-year, $120 million extension, and that includes $72.2 million of it is guaranteed. Are you crazy? Let's go. Let's go. Devontae Adams too. Got to remember, last year, Tyreek Hill, 1,500 yards. Year before that, in the receiving, 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns. On 134 receptions. Year before that on 111 receptions, 131 yards, 15 touchdowns. Year before that on 75 receptions, 1,073 yards, 9 touchdowns. Year before that on 96 receptions, 1,593 yards, 12 touchdowns. Year before that, 1,270 yards, 7 touchdowns on 82 receptions. This guy has not had less than 1,050 yards since 2016 when he had 620 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns as a rookie on 65 receptions. We're bringing in legit 4.3 speed, one of the better route runners in the NFL. Crazy hands for his size. This is stupid right now. This is stupid. Like, they went out and got a legitimate run game. Like, they increased our run game with this too. Like, people don't realize. Now, what are you going to do? Now you got to play us honest in the box. Look at how many guys can take you over the top in this offense right now. Look at this. Look at the nightmare that we have now created for opposing defenses and defensive coordinators. This offense is a nightmare now. Like, and the left side of the line loaded up the way it's loaded up right now. It's ridiculous. Man, I told y'all McDaniel was the truth. I told y'all this was the man to make the move for. Yes. Great question, Kieran, and you're 110% right. This will do to Tua what Diggs did to Allen. 110%, sir. 110%, sir. And Waddle. Do you know how much Waddle's going to find himself in open space now? Here's the reality, guys. We got 2 guys on this roster at the receiver position that can each go for over 1,200 yards. This is going to be massive for the development of even Waddle. Waddle's got Tyreek to lean on to learn the nuances. And now Tua has a reliable target like this right now. Not just one. And he's got Cedric Wilson behind them too. The options at Tua's disposal are plentiful. We have gone overnight in the last 16, 17 hours to one of the worst offensive lines in football to now we got one of the best left sides in football and to a receiving core that needed serious upgrading to arguably one of the best receiving cores in the NFL. Like, people need to realize what's just transpired in the blink of an eye. And we all were saying it, right? What's their next move after Terron Armstead? What's the move they're pivoting to? What have they been holding out for? And I was telling all y'all they were snooping around that trade market for a receiver that still had at least a year on their contract so they could push that money. Because this Tyreek money doesn't affect us till 2024. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, 2023. Because he's still got this year on his contract. So this money don't even kick in till next year. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. This is next level, guys. We don't know the cap situation, Robert. We got to wait for over the cap to update all this stuff. JDM, I am with you. He says, I wish I could sit in on the play design of this offense. Bro, I wish I could sit on the meetings. Esteban says trade for a receiver. Go get JC Treader and backload his contract. Freedom's right 100%. He says we now own 98% of all Drew Rosenhaus's players. What I've been telling y'all, Drew Rosenhaus has been sending generations and generations of his family to college and university based off of what he's done this offseason with the Dolphins. Paulie, yes, you got to think the cuts are coming. You got to think the cuts are coming. I can't wait. George, how sweet is this, man? 2 years ago when I started this channel, you know, a month before we drafted Tua, and I was preaching, you know, even before we drafted Tua, fix that offensive line. And now you look at where we're at. Guys, if Tua don't work out this year, if Tua falls on his face, we're still a playoff team, first of all. Second of all, because they'll just slide Teddy in. Second of all, which I don't think Tua will. But second of all, if he does fall on his face, you know how set up we are for next year? McCochin's brain is smoking right now. Yeah, hey, bro. Jim Carrey said it the best in The Mask. Smoking. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It is time. Announce Jesse Davis's cut, Dolphins. I need that. I need that pumped in to my veins. Announce it. Please. Announce this. And just so everyone knows, the Jets' offer for the Chiefs for Tyreek Hill did not include a first-round pick, but rather multiple picks so they didn't actually have a first-round pick in it. So we were it looks like we were the only ones who had that in there. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All I know is Tyreek is that dude right now. Tyreek is that dude right now. We are setting up to have something special in Miami. Let's go. Check your pulse, baby. Check it. Whether you got to check it on the neck, whether you got to check it on the wrist. Did we pay too much? You know, 29 is a glorified first-round pick. You know, clearly the first-round pick is what was going to get it done. That's what the thing was. You can tell they slid the first-round pick in there because they wanted to make sure they got this done. They were aggressive, man. If Tua for some reason doesn't work out, we can just plug in a veteran QB like the Rams did. Exactly, because we got money next year. 940 of you in the room. Smash that like button. I'm dropping the link. Man, I want to hear what y'all got to say up here because I'm vibing right now. I'm in a good spot right now. This is unbelievable. I am just like super hyped. What are my thoughts on the compensation? You got to pay a premium to get a premium player. He's still 28. He just turned 28. Rick, you saved like 3 or 4 million or like 5 million or something like that. I think right now they're trying to replicate. This is what you had in Bama. Bro, this is, oh my God. John, Todd, Dawn, Kingsy 305, Powerhouse, J-Love, Logan, what's going on, boys?
I'm sorry.
Let's go.
Check your motherfucking pulse, man.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, I got a pissed off woman at home who's a Kansas City fan who's in her feelings right now.
Tell her to take that.
How do we get a top 3 left tackle last night and now a top 5 wide receiver today?
Bro, and now all we need is a center and the right tackle, and we are good.
Go get me Treader.
Good to go. Good to go.
Because all I know is, you know what people are going to see coming at them, defenses? They're going to be seeing this. Here we go. 2 cheetahs running at you, bro.
Love it. Absolutely.
Let's go.
Reason
It'll
I'm
be-
glad they did what I had asked you a couple of days, I think a couple of weeks ago. I remember I told you since we got capital, why we're not aggressive backstage. I'm glad they actually thought about it, bro.
Mhm.
Right.
Greer reflects the coach.
We got a
Maybe-
top 10
hey.
player, bro. Top 10 player.
Top 5.
Oh my.
Maybe this shows that Greer is getting a little bit more of the control of what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts, baby.
Facts.
I'm
He had
sticking
that
to it.
do-rag on.
Flora was bringing them down.
I say it even more emphatic. Yeah, Flores was holding him back. I say
Oh,
it even
yeah.
more emphatically now. We're winning a playoff game, boys.
Let's
No
go.
doubt.
Let's go.
I'm not going to jump on the
Baby.
Super Bowl hype train like everyone's. Even EM's
No,
like,
no.
oh, this is a Super Bowl team. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to go that far yet. I got to see the product on the field. But I
Right.
can say with confidence we should win a playoff game this year.
Yes, sir.
Couple seasons.
Yeah, but
in.
can you imagine the races in camp between Waddle and Hill? They're going to be epic there.
Oh, I don't want you racing, bro. I want you guys to
No, no.
massage your
Yes.
Achilles.
Relax.
You know,
Right.
you know, and I don't mean the Watson massagers, you know, like rub the Achilles, rub again, you know, stay in tip top shape. I don't want you pulling something because you want to race and practice. I need you on the field.
Adam Schefter confirmed what the Chiefs would have gotten from the Jets.
Yeah, they didn't even have a first on the table.
He was the
Okay,
35th,
idiots.
38th, and 69th.
Idiots.
Dude, I'm
Dumb.
telling you, the first is what got it done. That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Dumb
Since
Jets.
2020, the Dolphins have 24 receiving touchdowns. In that same time, Cheetah on his own has
Jesus.
24.
Wow.
And the Jets,
Wow.
if
Amazing.
the Jets would have had us beat easily with their top 10 picks, if
Yeah.
they would have just thrown one of them.
Well, Hill got to choose where he wanted to go, right?
I'm
So
still-
Yeah.
that would even mattered.
I don't know yet. Rick rolled. We gotta wait for over the cap to update because
They're
you know
going
they're gonna
crazy
cut some
right
people
now.
too.
They're going
Anyway,
with
someone
that.
was gonna say
They're
something. Go
gonna
ahead.
Bye, Jesse Davis. Bye.
Yeah, like announce it already. What are we waiting for?
We
Get
gotta
this guy out of here.
God, our receiving core now is scary.
It's
That
done.
receiving
We don't
core
need
that you
receiver
brought up,
anymore.
No wonder they brought
Scary.
Gesicki back, bro.
Yeah.
No wonder
Yeah.
they brought
God.
Gesicki back.
Do you think that's also why
I didn't
Taron
even think
Armstead's
about it.
contract looked like that?
Well, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Do you think that's why Taron Armstead took less money because they knew Tyreek was coming?
I have no idea, but
They
if
said
they
this
were
was-
that,
they had
what a
this in
play if
play.
that worked. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the name Zoom Squad, by the way. Somebody got to get that patent.
That's awesome.
Goon Squad.
Man, I just want to say something real quick, man.
Go
Just
ahead.
the Jets.
Are you out of the hole yet?
Oh, I'm out, bro. I'm out. But let me just say this is what really just made me just fucking laugh my ass off is when the because the Jets had like a Spaces today, and when it was announced, bro, they was just dead silent. That shit was hilarious.
Hey, Pyro,
They was talking all that shit.
Pyro, you better be filling in that hole right now.
Oh man, I'm finna get me some concrete.
Season tickets.
There you go. Some Sacrete. Pour
Hey,
a little
we
water in
praising
your
Greer right now. Like Greer is working.
Greer deserves some respect for the shit he's pulled off in the last 48 hours.
Dude,
I
it
agree.
was Flo holding him back. I bet you he
He
wanted to trade for
respects
all
the
these
coach.
players, and he couldn't because Flo was being a asshole.
You little bitch.
I don't even
Clearly,
think it
Flo
was
is the problem.
necessary Flo being an asshole. Like, Flo's a dickhead. We all get it. But their philosophies are just different, period.
Yeah. Oh,
And,
for sure. Yeah.
like, someone made a comment last night about Greer kind of being a beta. I mean,
I don't think that's
maybe that's the right person to have serve that kind of role.
He's just a facilitator. I keep trying to tell
Right,
people
yeah.
this. Like he's a facilitator. He's put in place. If you have a vision, he'll
make it
execute it
happen.
for you. That's what he's supposed to be. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, that's what the problem with you got to have a coach that not only is good on the field but also has a good vision that you want to execute. And if he's executing and making personnel, like, look at the personnel moves last year compared to what we were doing 3 years. Clearly, he's executing what McDaniel wants. Like, I heard McDaniel told him personally, like, get Taron Armstead at all costs. That's why my Patreon update yesterday was like, yo, not only do Dolphins need to realize that, hey, we all think it's Taron Armstead or bust. People in the building were believing that too because he had put all his eggs in that basket and told everyone, I'm going to get it done. Don't worry. So you think Reek's going to be used in the backfield, bro? I think so will Waddle, bro. I think you're going to see some crazy ish.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The mastermind that McDaniel is with scheming up these receivers. That speed, that's deadly. When these defenses, they're two elite.
How do you defend it now? Like, that's a real question.
Bro, your answer's as good as mine. You need like serious speed back there for yourself.
I mean, because Tua is accurate, so I'm not worried about him getting the ball out quick in a hurry. His average.
All these players on the team are Instagram story,
and we still got first round picks next year.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing.
Man, I say keep going. If you can juice up something, keep going, boy. I'm greedy.
Can we also talk about the primetime games that we're gonna have this season? We're gonna have probably like 3 or 4 primetime games.
Man, I feel sorry who's not a season ticket holder.
Primetime games are already set.
In about 5 minutes, I'm gonna.
Were they?
I could be wrong, man. I thought they were.
I tell you what,
hold on. Greer just fleeced Goodell. Can't take many picks away from Ross now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the Greer moving like he's woke. Defenses will be tired chasing Waddle and Hill in Miami. Hey, don't forget about Cedric Wilson and Raheem Moser coming out of that backfield, bro.
Well, isn't Chase Edmonds fast too?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he's fast. He's fast.
Baby,
you got to look at Chase Edmonds.
Twitter.
You heard what he was when they interviewed him.
Even Alec Ingold can move for a fullback, bro.
But you heard when they interviewed Chase at ESPN, he was saying how good he's at when coming out of the backfield and catching the ball and stuff like that. So, bro, this offense is crazy, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I love our secondary. Don't get me wrong, but I would not want to see what we have on offense going up against our secondary.
Thank God they're on the same team.
Yeah.
Now imagine we pick up Ariza in the 4th or 3rd.
All I gotta say is, boys, the training camp meetups we're gonna run this year, and the game meetups we're gonna run this year. Oh, this year's gonna be off the chain, baby.
Season tickets.
Let's go.
Bro, I'm gonna say.
Doesn't even feel real,
I'm gonna
bro.
say. If McDaniel gets us to the playoffs, which I think he will in year 1, I don't want to hear nothing about Brian Flores' name ever again.
Yes,
on this Dolphins
100%.
Never.
What all did we give up again? We gave up our first, our second,
a 4th.
Oh, our first, our second, a 4th this year, and a 4th and 6th next year.
No.
Yeah. So the biggest thing that we are in danger of not getting now is a tackle at like 50 or something like that, right?
Yeah, or high quality, one of the high quality linebackers.
We got our.
They're gonna move up from 102. They're good. I bet you they're gonna move up from 102.
Y'all breaking up. Somebody, Kyle, you breaking up.
But you still need. I mean, do you target Lucasson in the draft and you still try and hit Treader in free agency?
If you can, knock it out, bro.
Dude, if we get Treader, it's an A+ offseason.
If it's Treader, I don't even think there's a grade for this offseason, bro. We just broke this. Bro, it's already an A+.
Yeah, it's already
It's A+
right now. No, it's a grade. It's Z. It's S. No, it goes up to S.
It's S.
Superior?
Yeah.
Yeah, superior.
Hey, Reason, you know what I think?
It's not like
I think this goes.
I feel really good about it.
I think this goes back to what you say. I think they think they can fix Jackson to play right tackle.
I'm telling you, and they're gonna the play for center if they move. I don't think they're gonna spend money on Treader. I'm not expecting that.
I think Alex Lindstrom in the 4th round
out of Boston College. I've been saying this the whole time since they brought on Applebaum. That's gonna be their play at center. I got a feeling because they think they can get him on day 3.
And if it doesn't work out with Jackson, we just get a right tackle for next year's draft.
We still got our 3rd round pick, right?
And if you don't get your center, you just roll with Dieter and Jackson this year.
Yeah.
Reason. Check out Chase Edmonds' timeline on Twitter. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, it is funny.
Bro, I saw him saying to people like, we don't care about your opinion and stuff like that.
And Kyler Murray responded to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Check it out. It's
hilarious. Why? Were people talking crap about the signing or something?
Yes. I think they're going back and forth. It's fun.
Anyone who hates this, revoke your fanship right now.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear nothing.
How many points a game do you think we're going to be averaging this year?
I don't know, but we just gained at least a yard per carry because of how honest teams are going to have to play us.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, think of that speed. You can't stack the. How are you going to load the box against us right now, bro? It's impossible. And how are you going to. Here's the thing. Let's keep going. How are you going to have big, beefy linebackers out there?
You can't.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Bro, if I bring out let's say I just go, I don't use a lead blocker, okay? Let's say I just come out in 10-man personnel and I bring 4 receivers on there. 2x2. One side, Tyreek, Bowden. Other side, Waddle, Wilson. What do you do?
Oh, my gosh.
And I got Edmonds or Moser coming out of the backfield. What's your play?
Well, do you still have
Pray. You
on
pray.
the line at that point too?
Well, no, it's 10-man, so there's no
tight end.
There's no tight end.
Hey, we thought Fuller
I'm just
and
telling you a
Fuller-
speed
that's it.
package. I'm just giving you a speed package.
Yeah.
And then if I want to empty set that, I can either move because Mozart's a good. I can move Mozart, or I'd probably move Chase Edmonds up to the 5th receiver on that because he's a good route runner.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
what?
Chase Edmonds runs routes like some receivers.
Now what are you doing to me? Now I got a running back out there that's like 4.4 and can run really good routes.
Exactly.
And I got everyone else is like 4.3, 4.2 out here. What's our play now, boys?
You cannot. Somebody's gonna be
You know
wide
what I mean?
open.
Someone. I'm gonna guess multiple guys might be wide open. You know what I mean?
Hey, Reason, did you see what Pat McAfee said? He goes, "I've never been more pumped to watch the Dolphins."
Bill Belichick is going to rule the day he allowed J.C. Jackson to walk out that door.
Yeah. What the hell was what kind of plan does he have there?
Bill Belichick is punching the air right now, bro. You know
Hey, J.C. Jackson is dancing, saying, "I'm not in that division anymore."
All I gotta say is get ready for it. Tua about to beat the Browns, the Chargers, and the Bengals this year. Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, don't forget Broncos.
Yes.
I'm talking about no. There's a reason I mentioned those 3 teams. All
Oh,
right?
I see. I got you. Yep.
Yes, Josh Allen got
And we will beat the Buffalo Bills this year.
Yes, sir.
Mark it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Sweeping them.
Go, baby.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We're going
Mark
6-0 in our division.
Are they going to even be able to put Von Miller out on
We
the
will
field
beat
with
them
this?
at least once. We will beat them at least once, okay?
At home, baby. Let's
Von
do it.
Miller
At
gets
home.
so
Let's go.
neutralized with what we have
in the
now.
playoffs.
Well,
At home, baby.
if Austin Jackson does his job, he'll be neutralized.
Well, that's
But
if he's
see,
on
here's
that
the thing.
side.
You can afford to have Jackson at right tackle. Just put Ingold on the field and have him help out.
Yeah.
Because he's a good blocker too. So
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Bro, there's only one fullback that fits our offense better than he does, and he's currently in San Francisco.
Goose check.
Yes, sir.
Goose check, yeah.
We are stat.
Bro.
No, we're not talking about.
Please let a speedy running back fall to like the 5th round, and he's like, "Oh, pluck!" That can like
Who's a speedy running back?
a guy
That could be in the
who can finish dry like Pierre Strong. He's small and speedy, but he can finish it off in the red zone. I want a guy who's got some speed, but we don't have any power back inside the 5.
Hey, are there any late round Mike linebackers?
I don't think so.
I think
yeah. There's. I'm doing my linebacker board next week. You'll see.
Hey, you said the one guy that I've watched highlights on is on it, but he's like 15th, so he might be a late round. Mike Rose.
Yeah, he's a beast. I actually have Mike Rose. I have him. Let me just check. I have Mike Rose at like 11 on mine.
They have him between the 5th and 6th round. I wouldn't mind picking him up in a 5th round.
He'd be beautiful addition. Another guy who I was showing a couple of you guys backstage. My boy sleeper who's in my top 10, Sincere McCormick at a UDSA.
Yeah.
You see his body type. You see how he's speedy and he's got long speed, but they were using him a lot to finish drives off inside the 10 and inside the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect guy for this.
What about that guy you've been talking
Damian
about?
Pierce from the Gators.
What about the guy you've been
5'9"? He runs like a 4.5, 37-inch vertical.
Hey,
squat 705 pounds.
Reason, what about your guy that you got me watching from Washington State?
No, bro. We got Borgies right now.
Yeah.
We have Borgies. We have a whole bunch of Borgies. Borgies like Christian McCaffrey light, right?
True.
And we don't need that, man. We need a guy who can finish drives off.
Yep.
What do you
Because let
think
me ask you
Devontae
this: if we get
Parker's
inside the, my time is done. If this is it, right? Enjoy your last year in Miami, bro. If you're not going to send Chase Edmonds or Moser or Gaskin or Ahmed up the gaps.
Nope.
We don't have anyone to send up the gap yet.
We had Duke Johnson.
So much speed. Jesus.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing,
Yeah.
Duke Johnson, you can get you can get faster guys though that
Hey.
that can hit the gap, right? Like I'm telling you, like there's guys that make sense.
Bleacher Report just brought up wildest offseason ever. 9 Pro Bowlers traded this month.
Jeez, this month alone.
No,
And the Dolphins got 2 of them.
Robert Dokes is not gonna be the long term answer.
I'm seeing this tweet.
Hell
This is
no.
the 4th fastest speed receivers recorded since 2016. Hill, Mostert, Hill, and Mostert. Who said? Damn, that speed's insane.
Let's go, man.
And if we would have told you yesterday that we would have got Mostert and Waddle within 24, Mostert and Hill within 24 hours, I would have said, "Are you crazy?" Like that's
Smoking weed.
Facts.
Yeah. And imagine next year we get rid of DVP and bring in Debo.
Dude, get rid of DVP this year and get another fucking pick.
That
Grab
would
me
be
a
crazy.
3rd round pick
Agreed.
for DVP and I'll be happy.
Yeah. But I don't think he's worth anything.
I mean, his contract's cheap enough where you could get a 3rd.
Too many weak ships says Super Bowl, baby. I don't know. I'm gonna slow down on that Super Bowl talk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we'll be happy with some playoff dubs.
Reason is this still part of the Laramie Tunsil trading tree?
What, these moves?
The 29th pick. Is it part of the?
Yeah, it is. I think so.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
God, that trade.
Thank you, Laramie, once again.
Legendary trade.
Bro, I can't. I'm absolutely in shock.
This is
And if you want to get technical, I think one of the picks next year is from the Laramie Tunsil trade because of the trading of the 1st round picks to get the extra first next year.
We have 2 first next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I would have liked if they would have tried to give them one of our first from next year, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm fine. It just sucks. Like, what's the point of me going live on day 1 and day 2 of the draft this year?
just for fun.
Exactly.
And you know what's crazy? On Sunday, day 3 at night is when I'm flying out to Buffalo. So, flying out to Buffalo. I'm driving to Buffalo to fly out to Florida. So, I got to see how long I'm going to be live on day 3 for.
What's your first pick this year? Is it pick 100? Our first pick is
102. 102. Yeah.
You think we're gonna trade up on the 102?
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Y'all, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah. How old are
Me
you,
and my
Mark?
mom, you don't understand, like, my mom has been a Dolphins friend since Marino. And she used to tell me, young man, Marino was that guy.
Yep.
Clayton was that guy. Those guys were dogs.
We got our Clayton.
And now I can tell my mom, well, Mom, Tyreek Hill's that dog. And well, Mom, guess what? We have an offensive tackle that's dog. But that's okay.
Does this receiving core with Waddle and Tyreek now rival Clayton Duper?
No. This is gonna be better than Clayton and Cooper. Can you imagine what you can do with Tyreek Hill? You can make Tyreek Hill like Debo over there in the 49ers.
Totally different offenses.
Oh my, that would be a problem. Can you imagine? All to a literally listen. This is what happens when a team fully gives a quarterback what he truly needs.
Bingo.
Well said. Well
Miss
said.
me with that last season. Oh, we got Charlie Fry and a few jabronis.
Miss me with that crap.
We're building
and
around
listen,
Tua.
and listen. Guess what, Mike? And guess what? And this is why I say.
And yo, Marquise, I gotta add, if
What's up?
I think Tua's gonna ball this year, but if he doesn't, then look at how the next guy's set up, bro.
Exactly.
The next guy's set up to walk right in.
Listen, y'all. I just seen Malik Willis last night. I just seen the pro day from Malik Willis. He did a running out the pocket and he threw it for 50 yards. That was the cleanest, most accurate throw I personally seen out of a black quarterback coming out of college.
I've been saying for months since Dabo got that job, don't trust the Giants being all in on Daniel Jones, bro. I would go after Malik Willis.
And he got two 2 high draft picks.
Mike Tomlin had dinner with him before. Yo, I know
Right.
Mike Tomlin wants to. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers want to make a move for him too. So, yo, dude, I'm telling you, because if you think about it, bro,
What?
Who would you rather have in that if you're going to run the Josh Allen offense in New York?
Malik Willis, because he got a better arm.
Exactly.
I've been seeing Malik to Detroit. I don't know. I mean.
Oh yeah, Detroit. You got to
Detroit
watch.
too,
They
yeah.
make a ton of sense, bro.
Right. And they're the first pick in the draft too, so that'll be
gonna have the
pretty
balls
makes sense
to
off the
finally pull
board.
it. Yeah, man. They got the
But
second.
yo-
It goes Jaguars, then them.
Again, and this is why I say Mike McDaniels. Again, this is why I say it's the coach. It's not the players, because y'all can say what y'all want to say about Flores.
Yo,
Flores
Robert,
wasn't the reason they went on that run. It was the players and Tua
Hold on a second.
believing in each other.
Hold on a sec, Marquise. Robert, if you're bunning, turn your go to your avatar, bro.
Yeah, my bad, man. It's not weed. It's just a vape.
Oh, okay, cool then. Oh, I don't give a shit then. If it was weed, then that's what I was gonna say.
Dude, I still get drug tested randomly. I can't do
Hey,
that.
all good then, bro. Hey, Marquise, sorry to cut you off. I just had to make sure of that just because of YouTube guidelines. Go ahead, bro.
All good.
Okay, but like I was trying to say, y'all, I know right now Brian Flores is so pissed because he literally didn't give Tua a chance.
Nope.
Literally. And one could argue that, listen, do y'all know what they gave Kyler Murray all the help he could get, and Kyler Murray hasn't succeeded.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's because they love certain quarterbacks and they're not telling us the truth.
Can I say this though, Marquise? They didn't. Arizona didn't invest in the offensive line like it looks like we're starting to invest though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Listen, that's true, but you guys got to understand that I think the reason why y'all was able to get Tyreek Hill is because Terran Armstead was there.
Yeah.
Getting that offensive tackle was the reason why y'all got Tyreek Hill today. That's a blessing in disguise.
And dude, have you seen how many people we've signed?
Oh yeah,
from Drew Rosenhaus.
Moser. I've been seeing it.
But like Drew Rosenhaus, bro, we've signed like any client this guy has that lives in Miami is now a Dolphin this offseason. It's crazy.
That's freaking hilarious.
I just followed him on Twitter.
It's just y'all. It was so crazy. When I tell y'all, I literally ran around my auntie's house screaming.
Dude, I was
because
in school, so I couldn't.
Devontae Adams is different. Listen, Devontae Adams is nice. He's a hell of a receiver, but he ain't got Tyreek Hill speed. That's the difference.
Yeah, he don't
Watch
open up.
Antonio Brown say he wants to come to Miami now.
Are we?
Who does? Antonio Brown?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Antonio Brown can kiss when the sun don't shine.
I'm good.
Screw that. Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
I got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and maybe Devontae Parker if he decides he can stay healthy.
No, Cedric's better. Cedric's better than Parker.
Yeah. Like
I don't care who you put at the 3. I got Waddle and Hill on the 1 and the 2. I don't care who you put at 3.
Dude, Cedric's gonna fucking beast because if you have to cover Waddle and Hill like that, that's problematic enough.
Guys,
we got
you know the running back, former Detroit Lion, Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what he just tweeted out?
No.
Check this out.
He said
what he say?
Yeah, he says, check that, put it up for you. Dog, ain't no way I'm chasing down Tyreek and Waddle, praying for a run play, and then having to chase down Raheem and Edmonds, praying for everybody's hamstrings.
Let's go, carry on. You know what time it is.
Yeah, this man's saying prayer circles for everyone's hamstrings, bro.
But listen, can y'all imagine how the Chiefs are feeling right now in their own division? The Chargers and the Raiders have became dogs overnight.
Yeah.
I'm talking about they got Adams. I'm talking about they got Mac and JC Jackson. Oh man. This is the Chiefs. The Chiefs' title run is over with.
That division's gonna be a dogfight, and the North fucking dogfight too.
I hate to say this, y'all, but I'm gonna sound like hyperbole right now, but the AFC is gonna be that AFC playoff is gonna be the best playoff in a long time.
It will.
And
that barely is gonna be killer.
And it all comes down to who got the strongest weapons. And I hate to say this, and I'm gonna say this: Miami gonna at least get to second or to the championship. I believe that can happen. Because can't nobody stop Tyreek Hill. I've seen what Tyreek
What
Hill
fan
can
are
do.
you?
The only team that scares me in the AFC right now is the
Who?
Chargers, and plus they can do more.
Yeah.
They can still add more to it.
Still,
Other than that, I don't see nobody.
Listen to me. Listen to
I'd
me.
say Broncos low key too.
Hey, but y'all don't
Bills
listen to me.
until we beat them are still a problem. Like we
Listen.
need to beat them.
That's not the problem, guys. You're not understanding that. Tua is efficient. Tua now has a decent offensive line. If you're telling me if Tua got a good release, so you're telling me if first of all, Khalil Mack is good, but if you have a good offensive line, Khalil Mack's basically like Aaron Donald in crunch time. They only get 1.5 sacks, maybe the most, right? All Tua got to do is just step back and throw. Cause Tyreek gonna get his space. Waller gonna get his space. Gesicki gonna get his space. And if they're not open, run up the middle with Mostert and Edmonds. That's what you got him for.
Not to mention Lynn Bolden. You know he's ready to eat.
God,
Oh my God.
So the top 5 receivers on the team: Tyreek, Waddle, Cedric, Bowden,
Gesicki,
Parker,
and then Parker.
Oh, I didn't know we were
I
counting
would still
Gesicki.
trade Parker and shoot.
You know what?
Third
I would
round.
actually trade Parker for another offensive lineman, for a young offensive lineman.
I wouldn't trade him though because he's not going to be dependent on being that number 1 receiver. He can be our backup receiver. Like that would be incredible depth.
Hey, and to everybody, and shout outs to Phinside and TD. But I bet you right now, TD is smiling right now. Even though we passed on Watson, I bet y'all 100% he happy he got Tyreek Hill in the offensive tackle.
He did the stream on it earlier.
I know. It was so politically, guys, it was so politically correct. This is what TD wanted to say. I know TD was happy. He was excited. I bet he went to go and got him as many drinks as he wanted after that stream.
Bro, all I know is, we have gone from what are they going to get this done? What's the move if they get it done?
Nope.
We are now a serious threat in the AFC and in the NFL.
And guess what?
I think we can
Y'all
fight
guys
for-
still got the draft.
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't really
now our
matter.
capital's been taking quite a little bit of a hit.
It's taking a hit, man. We're taking it. Who? He's a
Who are you a
Dolphin
fan
fan?
of?
We don't draft till 102 right now.
Yeah, I'm a
fan
Dolphins
of?
fan. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, we don't draft till 102 now, right?
Yeah. It's all
My-
good.
I was there with
Tanner.
Tannehill. I was there with Tannehill. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tannehill made me. I was like, I'm done. If Tannehill's there, I'm not coming back. I gave up. I'm not coming back until I saw Tua in college, and I was like, I need to see him in the Dolphin jersey. I was like, please let him come. And when he came, I was like, I'm ready to come home. I'm ready to come back home.
All I'm gonna say this is, I know we're looking ahead, but I can't wait to see this draft class in 2023 when we manage to keep both our first round picks.
Yeah, man.
God.
And right
Yeah, that
now,
next draft's
apparently
gonna be crazy.
the Chiefs are talking with the Jaguars about Laviska Shenault.
That makes sense.
Mm.
They also
Ooh.
brought in. They also
That
brought
boy
in
got some nice
MVS
cuts.
for a
Laviska
visit.
got some nice cuts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he grew up a Dolphin fan too in Colorado, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah,
They
his
brought in
family was
MVS
Dolphin
for
fans.
a visit today.
Well, we could say
Before they
People-
traded Tyreek.
he's now taken care of now.
you know, I thought honestly, I didn't think y'all guys was gonna go after Tyreek. I think I was gonna go after DK from Seattle.
Too much money.
Are we done,
We
Reason?
need Tyreek a fuck ton too,
In
though.
free agency?
I don't think we're gonna. I gotta wait and see the money, but I don't think there's gonna be. I wouldn't expect
Nah.
Treader. If they get Treader, like smack my ass and call me Sally, I'll be shocked. But I don't think that's. I don't think that's
Yeah.
realistic right now.
No, we're not done. We still have to cut
Yeah.
Jesse.
We still have to cut everyone.
No, I'm just messing.
We haven't cut anyone yet.
Yo, I
have we?
wanna bring
They
this
will.
up for everyone here. Hold on a sec, because I just saw this on the timeline and I wanna just share it here. 1,000 people in the room. Dean Malenko, the man of 1,000 holds. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. All right, let's go. I want to play this. Let's see what they had to say about on NFL Network. What they had to say about the move.
Think of how this transforms the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have had a great offseason, by the way. Just think about in the last 48 hours, they nailed down their left tackle and Ron Armstead, and we thought, wow, that's the deal of the offseason for them. Boom. And here we have Tyreek Hill, which obviously brings an element to their offense along with Jalen Waddle. The speed in that wide receiver room now is going to terrify opposing the AFC West as well.
And yet,
So there you go. I mean, the whole landscape has changed in like 16 hours. It's just unbelievable. I can't believe we're sitting here. Like, if we get a right tackle and a center somehow,
that's it.
Dude, just give me Treader.
We're Super Bowl contenders, in my opinion.
I agree. Just give me Treader. Roll with Austin Jackson at right tackle if you can't draft one.
We're set. We're set.
And we are good.
We're
bro.
good to go.
You give me Treader, you draft the punter and a linebacker, everything else is gravy.
Let's go.
Yeah, everything else is just,
it's just a luxury at that point. Yeah, luxury.
And you could argue that some of those picks are even luxury just off
that
the fucking tackle.
Honestly, you probably can get away with just trading stuff at this point.
They do. Trade Parker.
Y'all, this is going to be the best NFL season of all time.
I don't know about that.
Come on now. I don't know, y'all. All these trades and everybody.
Perfect season in the Super Bowl sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah,
I mean, that's true.
17-0.
But come on, man. We gonna get some. We gonna get some L's this year.
We might
It won't be bad.
We might be in for the best season since 2016 and the most productive season since Ricky was at his prime. I could probably.
Oh yeah,
there.
of course.
And this is within McDaniel's first year as a head coach in his first offseason with us.
All I gotta say,
offseason's
this man turned around. Chris Greer and McDaniel turned around like Tom Brady when he came out of retirement. Instead of saying "fuck them kids," they said "fuck them picks."
Because we all had like an image of Greer being stingy with his picks and stuff.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
His whole personality just flipped, bro.
It still doesn't feel real.
No, man, this is incredible.
I'm gonna say we're gonna win a playoff game. Let's start there. Let's win a playoff game and let's go from there.
After that, could keep going.
Yeah,
exactly. Hey, let the chips fall as they may, but let's just win that first one.
Man, you talk about last year's offense compared to this one, please.
Dude, that wasn't even a JV team compared to what we got right now.
So do we have any concerns with the defense now? I mean, it's still
other than
good,
linebackers,
right?
the same.
Honestly, we're good.
I mean,
no.
Still
but if you can outscore everybody, who cares?
Right, because the whole big issue was the defense was good, but eventually the defense would tire out because the offense couldn't do anything. Now if you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, miss me. All them boys gotta do is just hold them 3 and outs, and that's it. And get some turnovers and sacks. That's all you gotta do.
And usually in the first quarter is when we kept getting them 3 and outs, right? And and then we'd come out, we'd score on the scripted drive, but then after that we couldn't make most of the 3 and outs until usually the end of the third into the fourth quarter. Now, because of the playmakers were stacking up, and here was the thing. In the first and the fourth quarter, we were not an issue last year. Our offense was the issue in the second and the third quarter. That's where we started, right? After that scripted play in the third quarter, after we came out of the half, we'd fall off a cliff like we would after we came out of the scripted play in the first quarter.
I mean, our defense was a tale of 2 halves of the season, though. We had one. The beginning, we played like complete shit.
Yeah, but there's also because they played a lot more zone in the first half of the season, and the way this defense is built, it's not built to be a zone defense. It's built
more of a man
to be aggressive and press man specifically, right? So we're built to be that. When that's like, okay, if we're built to be a 3-4 defense, but we trot out our personnel's 3-4 defense, but we trot out a wide 9 defense. It would make no sense, right? And that's essentially what we were doing with our secondary. We weren't playing to our strengths, but when we started playing to their strengths, we won 8 of the last 9 games, and they were a big factor in that.
And we wasn't even blitzing nobody.
Well, that's the thing, right? If we played that defense, we played out of the 8 of the last 9 games. Pitts wouldn't have been able to eat us up on that last drive because he ate us on zone over the middle and through the seams.
Mm-hmm.
The Jaguars wouldn't have moved
the ball.
Trevor Lawrence would not have had 300 plus yards in the air against us if we ran that defense.
Exactly.
Those 2 games alone, we probably would have won, and we would have been in the playoffs.
Yep.
So that's why I said, you know what? You know why everyone's got to be happy with the defense coming back? Do y'all see what McDaniel's game is? Okay, Boyer.
Yes.
There was a lot of dispute about whether it was your defense or Flores' defense last year. We know you called the plays in 2020. All right, Boyer called them. So we know that. So now I'm bringing back your exact same defense. Put up or shut up. If I don't get the results I want this year, I'm going to start bringing in my guys to handle this defense because we know they were already interested in Vic Fangio. So Vic Fangio is now taking a year off. You're telling me if they don't like what they see from Boyer, they're not going to circle back to Vic Fangio to come.
Oh, they're most definitely going to circle back to Vic Fangio.
Oh, yeah. So Boyer knows. Boyer knows. You got to, just like it's Tua's got to take the leap this year. Boyer's got to take the leap this year.
Exactly.
Jackson's got to take the leap this year. There's multiple players that have got to take
monogamy.
I wouldn't hold my breath because you might be dead by OTA.
Reason
it hasn't been able to even play.
Do you think
what makes Mike McDaniels works the most is because I've watched San Francisco's season last year. And when I tell you guys he's an offensive genius, he truly is. Because that playoff run they went on,
if they'd hit a real cool.
Kyle Shanahan got the credit, but I can tell, and I know for a fact, that Mike McDaniels was making the plays up. Because you could tell.
Did you see what Xavier Howard posted on his Instagram?
Man.
It's a black and white photo of Chris Green that says F them picks.
Amazing.
It's just, y'all, it's a good day to be a Dolphins fan, for real.
Finally.
Man. Do you think
proud of your team, man?
Now?
Hey, Logan, I'm going to remove you, bro, just because I want to make room for Z-Man to come up, bro. I appreciate you coming up, Logan. Thanks, bro.
No problem. Thanks.
Have a good one. Come up next time, too, bro. Appreciate you.
Okay.
All right. Yo, Z-Man, I see you in the comments because I'm going to wrap this soon, so I'm going to drop the link for you to come up. Because I see Z-Man, you keep...
Mike McDaniel's first press conference, whenever it happens, it'll be so much fun.
I just want to say that
next Monday.
Is it next Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, this will be wet.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Bro, he made sure we got all the moves done before he went up and sat in front of us, bro.
This will be wet, bro.
I just want to say that Greer really reflects, his personality with the coach, because with Flo, he was more conservative and wants to hold on to the picks. He don't want to give up too much. Now it's like with McDaniel, you got no vision. It's like, hey, I want this guy. Okay, let's get it done. There's no beating around the bush. My bad.
No. Go ahead.
No, that was it. I'm done.
Okay. Samuel says, as I said last season, if Tua had played for the 49ers, we would have beaten the Rams and beaten the Bengals. That's how much confidence I have in Tua. If Tua was a bust, I would not waste my precious time here. Appreciate you, Samuel. Z-Man, what's going on, buddy?
Check your motherfucking post.
Let's go.
I just said this on the space like 2 minutes ago. They were talking that shit when Tua was throwing to Matt Collins, Hurt Gesicki, Lynn Bowden, DVP on one leg, and they did the same thing when he was throwing to Albert Wilson, who was running backwards. Preston Williams doing dumbass moves. Now we got the protection and we got the weapons. What are they gonna say now? This is the best receiving core Tua probably ever had.
Oh, of course.
Wow. Of course. That actually has experience. That actually has like NFL experience and been in the big time games. Of course.
Hey, Z-Man, I'll do you one better. This is probably the best receiving core we ever had.
Oh yeah.
Facts,
for sure.
Bro, it's legit. It's
legit.
legit.
Go back to Duper and Clayton, for sure.
I used to think that Mike Wallace and when we had Jarvis Landry was an awesome receiving core. This is crack.
Yo, have you actually looked at bro? I'm just gonna go over Tyreek's last 5 seasons in chronological order, starting last year. 1,524 yards, 12 touchdowns. 1,631 yards, 15 touchdowns. 1,073 yards, 9 touchdowns. 1,593 yards, 12 touchdowns. 1,270 yards, 7 touchdowns. He hasn't had less than 1,050 yards since his rookie year when he had 620. And look at the last 2 years, bro. He's had 245 receptions.
And people talking about, oh, he's going from Patrick Mahomes to Tua. You know, Patrick Mahomes had like 7.2 air yards last year, right?
Yeah,
People don't really
He's
talk
grinding
about that
now.
type of stuff.
Bro.
Like it's not
They
that.
changed
It's
the
not that
whole
hard.
offense last year.
People expect
There's a big deal about
people to throw 50-yard bombs every fucking
I know, it's
game.
bullshit.
Rome out here calling him. Chris Greer's new name is Cash Greer.
Cash Greer. I like that.
Baby.
You know what's funny?
Let's
Flores
go.
gave us Will Fuller. McDaniel gave us Cheetah.
Yeah, it really is.
Let's go.
Like,
you're right about that.
What a real sign. This is what a real wide receiver looks like in free agency, people.
So what do you think this is going to do for
And
Gazette?
people are crying about Amari Cooper for
Because he
20
can't
million. Get on my
play
face.
the middle of the field anymore like that.
Say that again, sorry?
What do you think it's going to do for Gasecki? He can't play the middle of the field single high anymore.
Well, I mean, you can just run him up the seams.
Right. No, I'm saying he's going to get open far more by doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Let him do a drag across the middle, or do it like a little out and in.
Waddle going to find himself in one-on-one in open space. A
Hey.
lot more.
Gasicki going to eat, bro. They're going to put him right next to Terran Armstead. So Terran Armstead can hold it down, and Gasicki could just, if you want to check and release, he can get them easy outs, or like you said, right receiver on the play actions.
Chip him.
Even though we got Tyreek Hill, we still gonna run that damn rock.
Yeah,
but Smite's gonna have a damn good year too.
Yo, the same way Casey does for Kelsey.
Uh-oh. Rome's out here. He's now calling him Money Mike and Cash Greer. Like a tag team over here. Money.
And y'all,
you know that
y'all know what's funny, y'all?
Oh my bad.
A couple months ago, being a Dolphins fan, we was worried. We was literally worried that Mike McDaniels wouldn't build around to it like he said he was.
I told all y'all to believe in Mike McDaniel. I told each and every one of you, believe in this man. And here we go. All these people out here trying to discredit Mike McDaniel and trying to like be pessimistic about it. How y'all feeling right now? Check your pulse, man.
That's great.
Trying to discredit.
I'm over here.
I'm telling you right
I
now.
don't understand.
You look at this offseason compared to the last 3 off seasons. Not only is Greer clearly a facilitator, but McDaniel and Flores had vastly different visions. And you know what? It feels like McDaniel says, you know what? This is what I want. Go get him. I don't care how you go get him. Go get him. Well, Flores is like, oh, well, if he's not a Patriot, we got to be careful about that. So I'm just saying this is because there were so many people trying to he's not a genius. People comparing him to Gase, to Philbin, to these terrible comparisons. Who hadn't done their homework on him, hadn't watched the San Francisco film and seen why he's being called a mastermind and a genius. Guys, again, Trent Williams. Wasn't Trent Williams supposed to be injured and on the backside of his career when San Francisco traded for him and McDaniel turned him into arguably the best player in football next to Aaron Donald last year? What do you think he's going to do with Terran Armstead, who one's saying he's washed or on the back, and the injury concerns all of a sudden went away with Trent Williams? Are they going to go away with Terran Armstead like they did with Trent?
Yes, they are.
I freaking hope so.
Definitely.
I'm just saying. And guess what? You can make the argument Trent's an athletic freak.
Oh,
but Terran might be a bigger freak, bro. That's a different breed right there, man.
Yeah, Terran Armstead is
he ain't playing on that whack behind turf no more. That's what.
Bro. Natural grass, be better on his knees long term.
Exactly.
Man,
let's go, baby.
I got goosies.
Anyone had a better offseason?
You got the goosies.
I got the goosies right now,
baby.
Bro. Like, whew. Mike McDaniel got me different. Totally different.
Dude, you know what I did with Z-Man? I wish that I dropped. You remember that Tua meme I dropped last year? The one where
he's got the middle. Is it the middle?
The middle finger up?
No, the one with where he takes over Denzel Washington in that movie.
Oh, the Equalizer.
The Equalizer.
Yeah. I gotta drop the Equalizer again, bro, because he's coming back now.
Equalizer Part 2. Stop playing. They try to hold me down, but I'm back again.
All right, boys. You know what's funny? And again, y'all,
you gotta do that little you know how you did the Raekwon Davis and Christian Working thing? You gotta do that for Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. That boy's are locked in right now.
Bro,
he's not Money Mike, guys. He's Magic Mike.
Now I got.
He's Magic Mike.
Not only my big boards, I got to do now a film study on Tyreek and Terran Armstead. So
Let's
it's
go,
getting real out
baby.
here.
Let's go.
All right, yo,
Might
let's
throw
go
half
through
of the
some.
big boys away because you don't need to watch a receiver one anymore.
Oh yeah,
7th-round picks.
I just wasted my time. That was like
Yeah,
12
and
hours. I'll never get back in my
I'm
life.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's
John, it is though, bro. Let's go through some final thoughts. John, let's start with you.
Man, what a last like what 16 hours, 14 hours.
Yeah,
it's
man.
been man. We making moves out here. Greer, freaking what's his name, McDaniel. They making moves, man. Let's go, baby.
Bro, all I got to know is Tua covered the spread over 62% of the time. If you actually do your research, Teddy Bridgewater and Tua Tagovailoa are the number one and number two quarterbacks in covering the spread. But
that
also
just doesn't make bets.
But also Tua has like a 64% win percentage right now as it is, and he was doing that with a bunch of jabronis and a makeshift offense. Now what's he going to be able to do?
That's what I'm saying.
Are we about to go to an 80% winning clip here?
Hey man, don't get me excited.
I'll take it.
Let's
Don't get
go.
me excited.
Don,
you're
up,
right
buddy.
Now, man. James Cook in the 4th round. Let's do it.
Yeah, I just want to say, with
Matt arrives in the 4th round. Let's go.
As far as Gesicki's concerned, he won't have to learn how to run routes because he's going to be wide open all the time.
Yeah, round them shits.
Just run to that spot. Just go there. You'll be open. Yeah.
Just go there. Just go there, man.
I've been a Dolphin fan since the mid '70s, and this is about as excited as I've been since Marino. So let's go. Let's go.
Ball game. You're in the comments. Me, you, and Richmond have to record the finish line tonight. I know you're in the comments. Powerhouse, you're up, buddy.
Check your pulse, man. I'm so excited. This offense is gonna, man. We're gonna be so dangerous. I can't wait for training camp, OTAs, all of that. Fins up, man. Fins up.
Bro, I gotta say, EM yesterday when we got Terran Armstead, he was like, you know what? I got to speak for him here because of his phone issues. He can't come up on any of his panels. And he said, Terran Armstead gives us a puncher's chance. When we got Tyreek, this man's like, yo, we got a Super Bowl roster potentially on our hands right here.
It's crazy, bro.
Avatar goes hard.
I'm just going to say win a playoff game, and then let's talk about everything else.
Yeah.
Marquise, you're up, buddy.
I gotta say, shout out to the Dolphins for getting it done. Believing in Tua. Also for getting Brian Flores. That's all I gotta say.
He's done.
That's what it is.
You know what I gotta add to this, Marquise? Terran Armstead, if he's healthy, he's better than Trent Williams in this offense. Okay. Tyreek Hill, he's an upgrade from Deebo Samuel in this offense. So they've taken, we need a Deebo, here's Tyreek. We need a Trent Williams, here's Terran Armstead. Like, this is real, bro. Like, this is no more bargain bin shopping, no more dollar store tree stuff over here. Let's go.
And who knows? Ala Eagle might be an upgrade too.
Let's go. Pyro, your final thoughts.
All I gotta say, man, listen, I'm excited, but I'm just gonna temper my expectations right now.
Don't do
right
it
now. Right? Hold up. All we need to do is temper our expectations. Right now, playoff appearances. We're not gonna say Super Bowl yet, and just I'm filling the hole. It's getting filled up. Putting some cement in there. I'm making sure I ain't going back in there. I put some cement in this bitch, so I'm not going back in there. Hands up, man. Let's go.
Paulie with the comment of the day says the Jets have already been mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. I agree. Robert, you're up, buddy.
Super happy, man. Super excited.
Let's go. Happy? We gotta be hyped, bro. Let's go. Put something in that vape pen and get real with it, bro. Let's go.
When I don't get drug tested, I'll let you know. Again, just trade Parker, go get another asset or two, and freaking
let's go.
I'm good. Pick up my center. That's
Bro,
it.
we get a center. This offense is basically complete points. How does that feel?
Please.
I know we need a right tackle still, but still we can make do with what we have.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We are a center away from having a good offense.
Oh my god. How do we go from how are they gonna fix this shit to what the hell?
Didn't they say they were still grabbing an O lineman too? They weren't done with the O line yet.
Remember Barry Jackson said they're still gonna address center.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna get Treader or they're gonna get Alec Lindstrom. I think they're gonna go for Lindstrom in the draft because he's cheaper. Hey, but hey, let's see how this because I gotta see what Tyreek's cap hit is this year. J Love, go ahead, buddy.
Quick, probably one of the biggest free agents trade transaction since LeBron. That's the impact Hill does for everyone on the football field. He literally makes everyone's job so much easier. And shout out to Chris Greer. My apologies, bro. I was going ham on a space. I gotta be a man. My apologies. I
heard that. Yeah, I heard that actually. Yeah.
And one more reason I know you're gonna agree with me on this. Whoever set that Jets trade will be fired, dog. I'm sorry.
Bro, can I ask you
that? Literally pushed them back 5 years.
Yo, boys, is this the fastest offense ever? Tyreek is 4.2, sub 4.3. Okay. You got Waddle is 4.3. I know, eh? That wasn't me. Lynn's a 4.3, 4.4 guy.
3 o'clock.
Raheem Mozart's sub 4.3. Gesicki's a 4.4. Chase Edmonds is a 4.4. What?
Hey,
Man,
Legion
of Zoom.
We have three. We have three to
Zoom squad.
We have three guys who are the fastest miles per hour tracking. Like that's our
we got
Bro, I'm over here. I'm pitching tents. Let's go, baby.
We got Flash. We got Quicksilver. We got Kid Flash. What's going on here, man? Speedsters.
Powerhouse, you went already, right? Yeah, you went, right?
Yeah, I went.
Z305, you're up, buddy.
So I made 2 purchases in the time we've been talking about it: season tickets and EKG to keep checking my pulse.
Don't worry about it.
Z-Man,
for you.
Your final thoughts.
Man, I am on cloud motherfucking 9, bro. Cloud motherfucking 9. I just tweeted this on Twitter earlier ago. I said the Miami Dolphins are making me buy Madden once again. Like I hate they do it all the time. I gotta play with Tyreek Hill. Like it's gonna be crazy.
I don't care what they do. I'm never buying Madden.
Well,
Fuck you,
it's for you. That's boy. I'm telling you. But my final thoughts are really, I'm glad they're doing these moves because it's only gonna make us better, bro. Like I've been saying, you know, you gotta build a team first. Like you can't go out there with shit and expect Super Bowls. Like that's impossible. Now we got our base. We just need that center, and once we there, it's it's riding. And one more thing, Reason should pop in the space later.
I'm going to at 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
Joe Robbie hit me up about it. Yeah.
I think Tobin gonna be there, so this is his time.
I just gotta wait for my wife to come home, and then I'll hop in. Boston born. You're gonna have to change your name to Dolphins Are Our Daddy after this season, bro. Right? You go take your little Whack Jones and your little Jacoby Myers and your little shitty and your little Nelson Aguilar and your overpaid
and Trent
Hunter
Brown.
Henry, and you go enjoy what you got there, and wait till we stomp the shit out of you guys twice this year. Because we are your daddies now. It has changed, all right?
Tell me you don't know about
the AFC East is a 2-horse race. It's us or the Bills. Anyone else don't matter anymore.
Go home.
Final thought.
The one I'd be happy to see cry is Master at work. God, I hate that asshole.
Yeah, but he's collecting tears right now, selling them to gypsies. All right, Rhino, your final thoughts.
I picked the wrong day to be away from internet connection on my phone. God damn it. My thing lit up with the moment I got some internet on my phone. I can't fucking believe this. I cannot fucking believe. No, it's not. I'm checking.
We are in an alternate dimension.
Check your pulse. Check your pulse.
And Pyro, I told you.
You want to borrow my EKG machine?
Oh, no, don't you start. Don't you dare start this.
Fins up, baby.
And according to Dr. Drain, The Dolphins Super Bowl odds have went from 70-1 to 40-1one.
Jeez.
We on the ass.
Go.
Big move.
Check your balls,
man.
Scrap, baby. Let's go.
Let's
It was
go.